love how so many of my friends are using their resources in the classroom to help them out. Whew, that's a college-ready skill. Brian and Shanice are tracking their chart. And remember, I'm trying to give out a whole big stack. My Rocketeers working with the absolute most urgency will get the very first core body rocket of the day. Cool it goes here. I need to see capital letters. You let me know. Ooh, I see a few of my friends changing up their answers. Ooh, some different ideas. Question. Friends, make sure we're tracking. I love how urgently Shaylin is writing. None of my friends on the third question yet? What? We'll get there. There it is. And don't forget our inference equation. Eyes here. Eyes there. Woo. Y'all sound like you're half asleep. I know we can do it louder and crowded than that. Eyes here. Eyes there. Much better. I have a few friends that are stuck on the same question, so I want us to come up right away and help one another out. Woo. Help one another out. Ladarius thinks he knows. I don't know. I think she knows. What is our inference equation? Listen, if Richmond gets a lot, boom, found it. Ooh. What is our inference equation? We're going to skip right on to the second one. I don't know. Amora. Let's go, Amora.
Let's go, Amora.
What? Let's go, Amora.
Let's go, Amora.
We know you can do it.
We know you can do it.
Friends, our job is to track the board and see if she needs any help. Zion has his laser focused eyes on there. Ooh, Montreal is making sure he has the right answer. Janiyah agrees. Already? Ooh, I don't know. Amora's using her resources in the classroom to help her out. Gary's like, I got it. That's one part. Phone a friend to come up and complete the next part of our equation, because to create an inference, we need two pieces. 3, 2. Our job is to track the board to see if we need to help any of our friends out. Whew, Ricardo Star is looking so sharp. He's trying to get all the core value rockets. Christopher agrees. Janiyah agrees. Rockets, do we agree or disagree with our friends? Okay, you can sit down. Agree or disagree? Eyes here.
Eyes there.
Eyes here.
Eyes there.
brains are working all the time. Do we agree? Do we agree or disagree? Taylor agrees. Oh, text evidence plus schemas equals inference. Text evidence plus schema equals inference. Who can remind me? Oh, hands down. Let's fix our stars. Stars up. Out. Up. Friend in the front. We need you. Up. Back down. Who can remind me, what is schema? Our brain is full of schema. What is schema? Who just went up here and wrote? Kedrick, phone a friend. 3, 2, 1.
Someday you already know.
Yeah, it's what you already know about a topic. What about text evidence? This one's a little trickier, but Ricardo's like, I won't be tricked. Montreal, phone a friend.
Ricardo, evidence from the book.
Yeah, it's evidence from the book that you use to prove your answers. Say boom, they nailed it.
Boom, they nailed it.
Exactly. Okay, so we're going to go back to our very first question and see if we can hammer this down. What is the first step to completing an inference? I mean, before you touch text evidence, before you think about your schema, what is the first one? Ricardo, phone a friend. 3, 2.
Pause. Point to the text.
Oh, you had it right. Pause.
Pause when I have a question about a character or element.
Yeah. Janiyah, what's the first step in completing an inference? Our friend just helped us out. Let's pause. We need to be tracking our friend so we can make sure we absorb all this knowledge she's about to get us. Tracking Janiyah.
Pause when I have a question about
More.
a character or event.
Yeah, exactly. We have to pause when we have a question. Whew, we have that hammer down. So let's move to our third question. I see a lot of empty lines on our third question. But Gary's like, I might have it. Ricardo's like, I have all the answers today. What is the answer to our third question? It says, tracking the board. Eyes here.
Eyes there.
Second row. It says, think back to our text, honest to goodness truth. Oh, thumbs up or thumbs down. Do you remember honest to goodness truth? Remember that? Our friend Libby, she went around telling all of her friends' business. Yeah, exactly. Back and start. My Free Value Rockets are only going to my sharpest friends. Ooh, Christopher's back is so straight. Janiyah, we need you. Ooh. Honest to goodness truth, how can we infer that Libby learned that lesson? That there's always a right place and right time to tell the truth. Only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I was getting weird. I thought I was the only one that read that book. Turn and tell your partner. How do we know she learned that lesson? Waterfall. Y'all, I went back home to North Carolina with my break, and that hurricane was coming through. And we got a ton of rain. So if we have our waterfalls in North Carolina are full of water, but they looking real dry around here. Get your water ready. Ooh, bring this water, but I was getting worried. Waterfall. Much better. What inference can we make about the lesson that she learned? Darian. Tracking Darian.
Eyes on Darian.
Where's my hand?
What inference I share about the goodness of truth is that the girl, she was telling the truth, but she learned her lesson by not always telling the
Pause.
truth.
2 friends in the back are still getting there. I want them to hear everything you have to say. Well, can you start over again? That was so strong.
The goodness of what I throw the goodness of truth is that Libby learned to tell the truth and not always tell the truth because people are not gonna be her friends and everything.
Yeah, that was a part of it. She did learn to tell the truth, and she did hurt a lot of her friends' feelings, but it was something more onto that. Which of your friends want to build on? Phone a friend that would like to build on. Ooh,
Gary.
Tracking Gary.
Eyes on Gary.
Told a lady in the garden, is the truth bad? And the lady said, no, you can tell the truth in the right place at the right time.
She did say that. It's the right place and the right time because she was hurting so many of her friends. Exactly. Boom. They nailed it.
Boom. They nailed it.
That's absolutely correct, y'all. I think we have this hammered down. Even though we have a lot of blank lines, I think we have it locked in our brains. Let's pass in our papers and see if we can beat Hollins. Ooh, y'all. Eyes here.
Eyes there.
Pencils inside of our desks on the count of 3. We can get a class 1 if we all get there. 2. 1. Dang. Rocketeers. We all make mistakes in here. So whenever one of our friends messes up, we say, that's okay. We have your back some other time. Got it?
Got it.
Because we make a million mistakes today, just like Miss Richmond. So it'll be okay. And we'll have a million other opportunities to get a class point. But in the meantime, in the green time. Eyes here.
Eyes there.
Look at what Hollins did. Are y'all gonna let them beat you like this? This was their first time of the day. They were still kind of sleepy because you know Hollins comes in here kind of sleepy. And they said, 25 seconds. So our first time of the day. Malachi, can we get that please? Our first time of the day. How will it be? How will it be? Bottoms flat.
Bottoms flat.
Back straight.
Back straight.
Hands in star.
Hands in star.
Woo. Blow me away. Second row, we need you. Oh yeah. Hands. What do we need to do to make sure our first time of the day counts? 1. What do we need to do?
We need to get on zone 0 and pass them carefully.
So we need to be in the zone 0 and pass them urgently. Oh yeah. Anything else? What kind of signals do we use to communicate with our friends? One, phone a friend. 3, 2.
Christopher.
I love how urgently Princess turned her head. She's already checking. I didn't even have to say anything.
You need to use friendly signals and not yell out, come on, pass it down, come on, pass it down.
Exactly. Use our friendly signals. So let's see if our first time of the day will count. No cheating. Get ready. Kedra gets ready. Daria is ready. Pass. Woo. First pass. Ricardo got back in stock. Woo. Zion's back in stock. His back is so straight. Ladarius is making sure they're in a nice neat set. Gary behind you. I love how Micah is using her friendly signals. Ooh, we only had 17 seconds. I think we can beat them. First time of the day. Let's see. Taylor's making sure that stack is nice and neat. You can't stop the timer until we're back in start. Woo. And y'all did outstanding. Who can read the time? Whoa. 29 seconds. Say, oh man.
Oh man.
We can do better next time.
We can do better next time.
We can.
We can.
Exactly. Okay, so now it's time for us to move into our narrative. Yeah. Sign celebration. Darn it, it's already ready. Sign celebration. Eyes here.
Eyes there.
Toes up. Out. 1. We're sorry. 2 friends, second row. Okay. What's the first thing that we do before we touch a new book? Because a few of our friends were not here yesterday, so they did not get our new book. What do we do? Press. Pause. We have to be tracking Perez in case we need to help him out. Yeah, we do our story chant. So either you can come out and find a leader or phone a friend to lead it. A few of your friends want to help you out. He's like, nah, I got this. How will we show Perez that we're ready? Shanice is ready. Darian is ready.
Ready, set, go.
Let's see a story, a story. Let's see
How do you know?
How do you know?
How do you know?
How do you know?
Because
Here.
I saw one person that did. I saw people that did not pay emotion.
Yeah, I saw people not doing it either. Who can lead us even stronger? Fresh on a friend. Who can get 100% for us?
Don't put it in
Let's go, Janaya.
Let's go, Janaya.
I only heard about 3 of my friends that time. Let's go, Janaya.
Let's go, Janaya.
I knew it. I just knew it. Tell us when to go. Pause. One friend has their head down. What in the world? That's not how we show we respect our friends. Tell us when to go.
Go.
Let's see a story, a story. Let's see a story, a story.
Woo, tremendously better. How much? How do we do? Thumbs up to the middle or down? How do you know?
How do you know?
Was I not seeing everybody doing it?
You saw I wasn't doing it. Absolutely everybody. You think we had 100% enough for a class point? Well, since Shania said so, I guess, take a seat. Thank you. All right, y'all. Our last time, we got 29 seconds. Whew. But let's see if we can do even better. Let's see if we can do even better. Oh, y'all blue. Bottoms flat.
Bottoms flat.
Back straight.
Back straight.
Hands and start. Get ready. Well, Darius, as soon as you get your paper, what are you going to do? Oh, yeah, that perfect heading in your paper. Absolutely. So just like what Darius was. You ready? Pass. Whew. We're going to pass it so urgently. Zion already has his first and his last name on there. Amor already has the date. Oh, Lord, y'all run out.
Yeah.
Well, so they're holding out back here. I love how patiently my friends waited up here for their papers. That's awesome. Boom, and boom. My bad. Tom can't count because you ran away. I know that my trail is done because he's back in star. I can see that Darian is still riding with so much urgency. Zion has the straightest back. Woo. I need a loud and proud voice to read our objective for us. What will we be focusing on for today? Who have I not heard from yet? Taylor. Rocketeers, make sure you're tracking your paper so that you can see what in the world Taylor is talking about. What we'll be learning about today.
I will be able to develop an inference based on the text evidence found in
Here.
Mr.
That's
Map
great.
by combining my schema and text evidence
Yeah.
to create an inference supported by the text.
Supported by the text. Absolutely. So next, we need to look at our what? Schema. Oh, pause. Whew. I love your urgency. Hold tight. We need to look under the what box of our key points to figure out what in the world do we need to do to figure this out. Woo. Rocketeers, take 30 independent seconds to fill in that first blank. I think we already know what it is. 30 independent seconds to fill it in. Go. Montreal is reading it out. You have 15 seconds left. That was already moving on. So much urgency. I don't know that Mayanna's done because she's back in star. Eyes here.
Eyes there.
I have a few friends still working with their pencils, and that's fine. But we need to have our eyes here so we can receive all this good instruction. All right. Who has the answer to our first blank can come here with the neatest handwriting and fill it in for us. I sat on quite a few papers. Janaya. Let's go, Janaya.
Let's go, Janaya.
Oh my gosh, she just came up here. I forgot. Janaya, erase the board, please. And then phone another friend to come up. My bad, you just went. Yeah. Oh, Charles, Paresh just went up here. I want to hear from a friend that has not went up to the board yet, that we have not heard from yet. Let's go, Mayana.
Let's go, Mayana.
Oh, my bad. We'll grow into it one day. Do we agree or disagree? Darn agrees. So many friends agree. Disagree. Boom. She nailed it.
Boom. She nailed it.
Ooh, what is this next blank? Mayana, phone a friend. What's our next blank? We just talked about it. Oh, I know we have it locked in our brain. Rocketeers, our eyes are locked on the board just in case our friend needs any help. Ooh, I love how much she's right. Ooh, Christopher agrees. Julia agrees. Yeah. And last but not least, y'all, this is a challenge. There are 2 blanks up there. Who has already worked ahead and got there? 2 of your friends in the front really want to help you out. A few friends over here. Say, rock it out, Julia.
Rock it out, Julia.
I love how Princess has her pencil ready to get that right answer. I love how Julia is using her resources in the classroom. She's making sure she spells it correctly. Excuse me, already agrees. Taylor agrees. Boom, she nailed it.
Boom. She nailed it.
Absolutely, you may take a seat. Rocketeers. But now we need to figure out how. We need to figure out how in the world do we complete this? I think say no. I love how Adasia is in Star. She's so ready. Eyes here.
Eyes there.
Second row. Ooh, I'm so happy about how Juan fixed that. We need to figure out how in the world do we do that. So that's how we refer. Next we refer right back to our steps to figure this out. So an inference is when you figure out what the author wants us to think based on the text. So I'm going to look back onto honest to goodness truth. Second row. I'm going to look back into honest goodness truth, and we're going to draw an inference about what in the world, how does Libby feel in our text. Whew. So I'm going to read aloud our first 2 pages to remind ourselves of what happened. Your job is to have our straightest stars. I'm trying to give out 5 more core value rockets even before we get to PE today. I want to tell Coach how outstanding Belmont is today. Cherokee's hands are laced on her desk. Janaya. Libby hurried out the door and down the porch steps. Did you feed him water, old boss? Mama called from her sewing room window. Libby stopped at the gate. Yes, Mama, she answered. She was surprised at how easy the lock slid out of her mouth like it was greased with warm butter. Mama stopped sewing Virginia Washington's wedding dress and came outside. Libby dropped her head and went and looked in her mother's eyes. Are you sure? Mama asked real stern-like. Speak the truth and shame the devil. Libby opened her mouth, but Mama placed a finger in the air as a signal for her to stop. Libby Louise Sullivan, I'll ask you once more and again. Did you feed and water old boss friends? Hands. Libby's stomach felt like she had swallowed a handful of chicken feathers. Her eyes commenced to fill with water and her bottom lip quivered. Then, taking a deep breath and gulping hard, she owned up to her lie. I was going to do it as soon as I got back from jumping rope with Ruthie Mae. What is our first step in completing an inference? Proud hands. I see a little uncertain hands. Christopher's. Christopher. What's our first step in completing an inference?
Go find the text evidence.
Not quite. Before we even need that text evidence, we have to do something else. Think back to our do now. A few of your friends want to help you out. 3, 2, 1.
Can I pause when I have a question?
Yeah, pause when you have a question. So we need to ask ourselves a question that can be answered from the pages that we just read. So Libby just lied to her mama. So we have to ask ourselves a question about this. Turn and tell your partner. What question would you ask Libby at this point in our book? Go.
Why did you want
She's like, I'm like, what questions would y'all ask Libby at this point in the text? My goodness, Ladarius, start us off. Tracking Ladarius.
I asked Libby why she lied to her.
Yeah, why in the world did she lie in the first place? She got no business doing that. Phone one more friend.
Well, I will ask Libby is why was she in the rush to go jump rope with Libby?
Oh, yeah. She was in a rush because... That's a strong question. Phone a friend. 3, 2.
How did she feel?
Yeah. Maybe we should ask her how did she feel. So y'all, I'm going to choose Taylor's question because I can use my text evidence to support it. And I know that an inference is not complete until I have that text evidence to support it. So y'all, we have to figure out, ooh, friend. Stars up. Out. Back down. I'm going to ask, how does she feel about lying to her mom exactly? So I have my question. What do I do next? I'm creating my inference. What in the world do I do next? I have my question. Taylor, phone a friend. What do we do next? 3, 2.
What do you do next is,
Pause. A few of your friends aren't tracking. Let's try that again. Tracking, Darian.
what we do next is we point to the text evidence that answer my question.
Exactly. So we have to start filling in our inference equation. And since y'all don't have the text in front of you, I'll do some heavy lifting for you. I'll just heavy lift. It's okay. Everyone doesn't have it. So y'all, eyes here. I'm trying to figure out how does she feel. Rocketeers, let's keep our book bags down. I realize a few of you do have our text, but most of us don't. So I'm going to help us find that text evidence, and then I'm going to need your help with the schema. So you need to get ready for our schema while I help us find our text evidence. Got it?
Got it!
Okay. Put it away. I understand that, so put it down. Thank you. Let's fix our hands. Belmont, we came in so strong. Let's keep it up. Because I know Coach only wants to hear the most outstanding report from us. Zion Star looking so sharp. Gary's hands are laced on his desk. Ooh, so are Jania's. Hands down. So our question is, how does Libby feel about lying to her mom? And in the text it said, Libby's stomach felt like she had swallowed a handful of chicken feathers. Her eyes commenced to fill with water, and her bottom lip quivered. Her eyes are filling with water, and her bottom lip quivered. We have to use our schema. If that was happening to you, how would you feel? If that was happening to you, how would you feel?
I would feel sad.
Yeah, you would feel sad. Okay, so I'm going to write down this schema because it's about to be real juicy. Sad. Phone a friend. I want some even juicier vocabulary. Whew, we got to get college ready.
I would feel disappointed.
Disappointed.
Ooh.
Phone a friend. 3, 2.
I would feel frustrated because of myself.
Yeah, you might feel disappointed and frustrating yourself because you lied to your mom and you had no business doing that. One more piece of schema. 3, 2.
I'll feel
Angry, maybe, or disappointed in yourself. So y'all, we have our schema. Eyes here.
Eyes there.
But the beautiful thing about inference is you only need one piece of text evidence and one piece of schema, one idea from your brain to create a strong inference. Turn and tell your partner, how many pieces of schema do you need to complete an inference? Eyes here?
Eyes there.
No, when we do our class, I need you to have your eyes glued on me. It's time to get rolling. So, show me. How much schema do we need to complete our inference? Christopher has it. Adasia has it. Juan has it. We only need one piece of schema to complete our evidence. So I'm going to pick our strongest schema to complete our inference. And we're going to put it all together. I think she feels disappointed. So now it's our job to put it all together. Stars up. We're going to get an arm workout today. Hunter. Right there. So my inference all together from your help. I infer that Libby feels disappointed in herself from telling her mom a lie. And I know this because the text said that her eyes started to fill with water and her bottom lips quivered. Exactly, y'all. That's our schema. And that's our inference. So we're going to put this all together to be successful throughout the day. Whew, we did all that. But next, we need to fill in our blanks right here. Fill in our blanks right here. And this one's a little tricky. I didn't necessarily teach us about this yet. So I'm going to see what your brains can do it all along. So if whatever Rocketeer figures out these 2 blanks on their own, they will get a core value rocket. Because that means you are just spectacular, exceeding my expectations. Go. You have 45 seconds to fill in all of the blanks. Look how Micah is really thinking about it. About 10 more seconds. One of my friends might be close. She might already have one blank. Yeah. That's for tall girls. Only one of my friends. We ask a character about their dialogue. And we ask a character about their dialogue and their actions. And who can tell me what our equation is called? Ooh, 'cause you don't only do equations in math, you also do them in literacy. It's okay? Yeah, the inference equation. Exactly, yeah. And we just do the inference all together so it's all locked in our brain. Let's make sure we write this all down so that we're not late to PE.